shots will be fired during this presentation.
Glow Yard. Hey, we made it to summer. Let's get it. We made it to the finals, but we out for the summer. What an exciting season, what's next, I wonder. Relle and King with the glow, y'all done played back. When October comes, he said, Nico, run it back. We made it through the storm and we almost got the chip. We had some tough games, but now we ain't quit. We saw them boys come together, others fall apart. But most important thing, we saw our teams got heart. Luka making records and Kyrie making moves. When there's breaking news, Relle and King got it for you. When you wanna see some damn perspective views, when you on YouTube, man, you know who to shoot. Whether you wanna talk or vent or who's who, just keep it respectful to my Glow Yard crew. At WTN, just to speak to the panel, and welcome to the We Talk Mavs channel. Nico, run it back. Nico, run it back. Nico, run it back. When October comes, he said, Nico, run it back.
Hey, notice it didn't say Jerry run it back. YouTube, Stuttgart Gang, MFFL, podcast listeners all over this globe that we live on called Earth. It is your boys, Relle and King of We Talk Mavs, where we talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective, man. I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode, man. Y'all already know how we do this channel, man. We talk about all things Dallas Mavericks, man. And if you're into Dallas Maverick content, you're in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man, and join us here. As listen, man, we are now 6 days away from Media Day. And then right after that, we get training camp. Then right after that, we get preseason. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Join us, man, as we get ready for the new season of the Dallas Mavericks. We're going to be streaming all the games on Playback, so you guys can follow us on Playback under Glow Sun Productions. And also, to everybody, hit that like button tonight. Man, hit that like button if you're proud of the Dallas Cowboys this season, man. Go ahead and hit that like button, man, if you're proud, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
We might not get a lot of likes tonight.
Oh, they love the Cowboys here in Dallas. Oh, okay. Listen, man. All jokes aside, man. Listen, I know I saw the thumbnail. You know, we got some shots gonna be fired this evening, man. And it's kind of fitting because I got a man here on the show with me who's on the outside looking in, who's had a lot of questions. We've had this conversation many of 20 years later, many of times in group chat. So you know, we'll definitely talk about it, man. But before we do all that, man, we got to stop really quick and show love to the sponsors of this channel.
Before we continue, we want to give a special shout out to Fanatics for hooking the channel up with a personalized link for you guys and ladies to get all of your official NBA Dallas Mavericks merchandise and apparel. If you're interested in helping the channel at all, please scan the QR code on the screen or check out the link in the description. We appreciate all of the continued support, and big thanks go out to Fanatics once more for hooking us up over here at We Talk Mavs.
If you want to cop gear of the hottest team in Dallas, man, go ahead and scroll on down to the description box below, man, into that Fanatics link. Go ahead and copy some brand new Mav merch, man, as we get ready for the season, man. The season is almost here. Like I said, we're 6 days away from Media Day, y'all. So when Media Day gets here, y'all know it's tangible. Y'all know we're there. So, yeah, man, listen. Like I said, man, this is a conversation I know me and King and others in our little group have had before. Idea kind of came to me, man, because I saw somebody on Reddit, I think it was, kind of brought this up, and they were just kind of going in on the Cowboys, just comparing the Cowboys to the Mavericks. I've been kind of doing this for a while. I have not been watching football. I haven't watched football in about, what is it again, King? I'm sorry. 7 years?
Six. Yeah, six.
7 about 6, 7 years. Yeah. So it's been about 6, 7 years since I have been watching football. And it's been easy for me because, you know, I live in Dallas. Enough said. You know, got a certain owner of a team that's running the team a certain way that I, for the longest, have not been happy with, you know, as a Cowboy fan growing up. So he made it a little bit easier for me to kind of walk away from not only the sport, but from the team. So, but we're going to get into that, man. Before we get out of that, King, I found this little clip, man. This topic has went around the interwebs before, man. This is from your favorite ESPN personality of all time, Stephen A. Smith. You said you wish he would run all of ESPN. That's how much you like this guy.
He doesn't already.
Good point. But yeah, let's listen to this clip real quick, man. Stephen A. They asked him who was he more disappointed in, the Cowboys or the Mavs. This is when the Mavs went to the what's that? Where they go, King?
It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been the Western Conference Finals because Ant got there.
What's that part of the postseason you go to when you're trying to get a trophy? Is that last game? What's it called?
In-season tournament.
I think it's in-season tournament because we lost in the first round. Game 1. But yeah, check this out, man. This is Stephen A. Smith, man.
What's the bigger disappointment to you, the Mavs finals performance or the Cowboys playoff exit versus the Packers?
Interesting. I would have to say the Mavs. I would have to say the Mavs are more disappointing. First of all, I don't enjoy watching the Mavs suffer. I have no problem with watching Cowboy fans suffer. So, I mean, that's number one. Let's get that out the way. Number two, I had expectations. I had expectations for the Dallas Mavericks. I had very little expectations for the Dallas Cowboys. So that's number two. Number three, the Dallas Mavericks, last time they won the championship was 2011. Last time the Dallas Cowboys won the championship was 1995. And so we have to understand that there's a level of regularity that has kicked in, where you don't expect but so much from the Dallas Cowboys. For example, the Dallas Cowboys this offseason hasn't really done much. We're waiting for CeeDee Lamb to get paid. We're seeing what's going to happen with Dak Prescott. We're wondering about Micah Parsons.
Just thought I'd play that, man. No, I ain't the biggest Stephen A. Smith fan. I just thought that was interesting. Because when he said he was disappointed in the Mavs, I'm like, wait a minute, what? And then I had to listen to the rest of it. It's like, oh, okay, I see where you're going with that.
It made perfect sense.
It made a whole lot of sense. And I can't believe we're saying that about Stephen A. Smith.
Context.
Yeah, exactly. King, man, go ahead and just you being the outside looking in, man. I know you've been ready to kind of just let off a few rounds, man, on this team, man, known as the Dallas Cowboys. You've been kind of confused on a lot of stuff. You asking us as people who live in Dallas why certain things, why certain coverage is pointed towards the Cowboys instead of other teams who have been a little bit more successful than this team since 1995. But yeah, just go ahead and just kind of give us your opinion on this, man, being on the outside looking in.
Well, anybody that's watched the NFL, knows about the Cowboys and being America's team and whatnot. I watched football since the Buffalo Bills, the 90s and all that, up until, like we said, 6 years ago. You guys got it. I don't understand it, like not being a Cowboys fan. We have a lot of Cowboys fans over here. Like you guys have fans everywhere, Steelers fans. It is what it is. But we all know you haven't won a championship since Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin and Dion. You feel me? So I just don't get how you guys stay so relevant still. And I don't mean it as a knock. It's just the way the Mavericks look at like coverage, shout to Freezy again, or the Knicks. It's kind of the same way. It's like the Knicks are a major market. They get coverage. Now, they don't even get as much coverage, I don't want to say, as the Cowboys, equivalent. If we're doing the same thing with basketball, like the Lakers are probably number one over there, you feel me, as far as basketball. And the Knicks are somewhere, they're towards the top, but they aren't the top. But the Cowboys are literally at the top. You guys don't have the most championships in the NFL. You guys don't have the most recent ones by far. There are a lot of folks that are like adults that have not seen you guys win a championship. That's like Luka Doncic was born. Y'all haven't won a championship since he's been born. You feel me? Like that's, and I just don't understand. And I mean, I get it. Like it is just a legacy thing. I got that part. The thing that I have the question about always comes down to generational superstars in basketball. I think my question always got to when I talk in the group. And I'm like, usually generational basketball players, because you recognize more basketball players than football players. Like there's a lot of football players I saw growing up that I don't even know what they sound like. Feel me? Like it was a lot of them I didn't know what they looked like because you just saw a mask and a number. It's more about a team.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about individuals in basketball. So when you get guys like a Michael Jordan, you feel me? Like Michael Jordan dealt with the Chicago Bears, and then he dealt with Cubs and all that stuff, but he became Michael Jordan because he was that great of a player. When you hear things like a player may go somewhere else and folks are like, no, he'll just stay here. When I'm on the outside looking and I'm like, well, if I'm that dude and I'm the number one commodity, but I'm not even the number one commodity in like my local town or like community or whatever, why would I want to stay? Especially, why would I want to give you the benefit of the doubt if I'm that dude? Now I know Luka doesn't like to be in the spotlight, quote unquote, or whatever, and all that, but none of us know his mindset or what he likes to be, and everybody always like to compare him to Dirk. And I'm just like, if Luka ever becomes that dude and he starts to win championships, and y'all get a dynasty, screw getting one championship, you get a dynasty in Dallas. There's no way the Mavericks can take over that spot as being like, or at least like occupy the spot with the Cowboys. And you guys are always telling me no. And I'm like, well, why do I want to give myself to that if it's not like why would I want to give, not saying the extra, but if the time is up and I haven't won a championship, why not just go somewhere else that's going to have the spotlight that can help me get a championship? That's all I'm saying. And when people cry about that, I'm like, well, it's like crying wolf in a way because they're Cowboys fans. They're the same. It's like you're crying about what you enjoy on the opposite end. Pause. Like, I don't know. The same. It's a lot of the same things that Maverick fans cry about at times that Cowboys fans benefit from. And a lot of Maverick fans are Cowboys fans. And I don't understand that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling on about crazy stuff, but I just don't get it. I don't get why these markets just run things. It's the same question I have about the Lakers and all that in basketball. When we sit back and we're like, why are they the face? Like I understand it because the Lakers have won a championship since 2020. That's just 4 years ago or whatever, right? Yeah, 4 years ago. Boston won a championship last year. Golden State Warriors a couple years ago. And Golden State became a major market because of Steph Curry, generational star. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Your Rangers just won a championship last year. And who cares? You feel me? So I don't know. Y'all just work with the Cowboys, man, Dak Prescott. And they just keep feeding y'all that BS over and over again that I definitely saw from the outside. I mean, you guys probably could yell about rest in peace, Al Davis. You probably have conversations. Y'all probably had conversations about Al Davis and the way he ran the Raiders and all that type of stuff and the craziness that was going on. I mean, you guys,
his son not too far from it. But yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You guys fit that same bill from the outside, if not worse. But
worse. But
that's what I'm saying. I'm just letting you know from the outside. Like,
I mean, at least the Raiders been to a Super Bowl more recent than the Cowboys, but it is what it is.
Amen. But that's my 2 cents. I don't have too much. I'd rather get your opinion because you're from the inside looking out.
I ain't got nothing to say. Let's get to the glow yards, man. That's way. Listen, like I said, grew up in Dallas my whole life. This is all I know. I'm an old school kid. I grew up. I'm from an era where the son takes on the team of the father. Whatever your father like, you the son's gonna like. Chances are. My father is probably the biggest Cowboy fan I know, and I'm not just saying that. If Will was here, he'll tell you the same thing. I always say my pops, whatever, when he doesn't walk around anywhere outside the house without something Cowboys on. It's been that way my whole life. When he introduced me to sports, he introduced me to basketball first, so that's always been my first love, and then it was football. I came along football. So I was probably in I know when I first started watching football. I was in the 4th grade. That's the first time I started watching football. And believe it or not, that was the Cowboys. That was their first Super Bowl or the three-peat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first Super Bowl, the three-peat. That was my first exposure to football.
Not the three-peat.
Well,
three championships. Yes,
the 3 championships. Yeah. The first Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith championships. That was my first exposure to it. I was a fan ever since then. Like I said, like King said, the last 6 years I have not been watching. I'm not a fan. This is my thing, bro. I'm not gonna even get on the national media, man, because the national media only doing what the national media gonna do. I've always had an issue with the local media, bro. You heard me say this a million times. I've said this in the group chat. My issue has always been with the local media. The way they cover the Mavs is a lot different than the way they cover the Cowboys. They treat the Mavericks the way they should treat the Cowboys. I've listened to 105.3 before, and I can hear them have segments poo-pooing Luka, right? Dogging Luka, heavily criticizing Luka, all that. But King, I kid you not, I can listen to that same show talk about the Cowboys in highest praise. Like you said, this is a team that has not done anything since '95. I don't know how many times they got bounced out the first round. Like and constantly you hear hour-long segments about the Cowboys. You constantly hear optimism about the Cowboys. I don't know how Jerry does it, but Jerry can sell hope, man. I'm telling you, can sell hope, and folks will buy it. I've never understood it, bro. That's what part that kind of makes me mad about the local media, bro. You heard me criticize our local media before. They could do that to the Cowboys. The Mavericks have shown strides of going in the right direction. Like Stephen A. Smith said, we won a championship in 2011. You can't tell.
Yep.
We just went to the finals. You can't tell. We just saw something this summer where the Cowboys had the lowest attendance they've ever had at Oxnard or wherever the heck they was at this summer. The lowest they ever had in existence. It's like people are starting to catch on now. Like, yo, I'm getting tired of this. Shout out to Jay and Will. Gotta call y'all out. They getting tired of it.
You know how many Hall of Famers? I'm sorry to butt in. You know how many Hall of Famers are on the Cowboys right now? Do you? I don't know. I'm just asking.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The Mavericks have 3, at least right now.
Yeah, they got 3. But like I said, no, you good. The thing too. Like I said, I've always said this before. I've never understood it. The way that I always thought maybe it's because we're like I think 105.3 is a flagship of the Cowboys. I'm not sure. I thought maybe that's why they were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Cowboys moved to another station, and yet they're still glazing the Cowboys. I just never understood that. And so the thing that, like I said, I hear these people talking the way I've never heard anybody talk about Dak the way they talk about Luka, and that's not a good thing. Like I said, this man is making. I've heard more excuses for Dak, who's making $60 million, by the way. I've heard more excuses for Dak than I heard for a man who in the last 3 years has taken his team to the West Conference Finals twice and to the finals. Every year we see Dak choke in the first round or don't make the playoffs, make $60 million, and I kid you not. Shout out to TGK. I've even seen him going and getting into with people online over this. I don't understand. I see more people defending Dak, giving him leeway, giving him excuses, all this stuff. Then I've seen literally the best player in the league take his team to the Western Conference Finals 2 out of 3 years, and to the finals.
Could y'all be subconsciously trying to knock Luka and put Dak on a pedestal because you don't want Luka to take the shine?
I don't know what they're doing, King. I can't answer for them. It's idiotic to me. It doesn't make any sense. Like I said, I'm looking at these 2 players, and I see one of them is literally a generational player. Arguably could be one of the top players of all time when it's all said and done. It is the best player in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's putting Dak up there as we're not talking about best player. We're talking about best quarterback. You're not even best quarterback.
Bro, Luka jersey.
You got one position you got to fight for. We're talking about a guy who's overall the best player in the league. Like I never understood it, King. Like I said, Jerry Jones can feed BS, man, to these folks, man, and people still eat it up every year, man. I told my pops this years ago. I remember this is back in I think this is around the time when I think Michael Irvin got hurt. He even returned.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dallas had won that went 5-11. Matter of fact, Dan Campo. Shout out to Dan Campo. Went 5-11 3 years in a row. My pops mad. Ah, man, ain't doing it. They ain't doing this. Ain't doing that. And even at the young age, man, that I told my pops, man, I said, man, listen, if you're not happy with how they're playing, then why don't you just stop buying their stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Stop buying tickets. Stop watching the games. Because guess what? They still get revenue from that when you're watching the games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop feeding into it. But, you know, it kills me, man. I remember I think I told you this story. I was at shout out to my wife, one of her closest friends, Mr. Bracy, who gave me the tickets to the game this year for my birthday. I was at his house, and his brother was there. And I kid you not, I'm sitting there. This is also too the local media bleed over to the fans. They sitting there, they killing Luka. He ain't gonna do this. He ain't gonna do that. Mavericks ain't gonna do this. Ain't gonna do that. And I'm like, are y'all watching the games? This is around the time we got PJ Washington and Gafford. Mavericks are killing it, right? And I'm like, are y'all watching the games? You gotta watch. I know they ain't gonna do this and do that. I said, so I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting this right. You won't watch the Mavericks because you think they ain't gonna do this and do that, but you still watch the Cowboys. King, you would have thought I slapped him straight in their face when I said this to him, bro. There was a guy sitting next to me, bust out laughing and ran off. I'm like, I'm asking a question because I said, y'all killing the Mavericks, who are literally the best team in the city, but you going for the Cowboys, who let you down every single year. Every single year. King, my little sister ain't seen the Cowboys win nothing.
Nothing.
And she's a full-grown adult, bro.
Since the new millennium, the Rangers and the Mavericks are way more successful than the Cowboys.
And the Stars.
Way more successful. I'm talking about way more successful. Your Rangers have been to multiple World Series. The Mavericks have been to multiple finals. You feel me? The Stars have won. You guys, the Stars got a championship. They've been to multiple Western Conference finals. That's not even including the conference finals and all that. You feel me?
The conference finals. Anywhere from the conference final and
stuff like that. We're not even talking about that type of stuff. Like, if I go that far, the Cowboys, bro, come on, man. Y'all done went through Tony Romo, now Dak Prescott. The same nonsense over and over again. Putting dudes on a pedestal that probably shouldn't be there. But it is what it is. It's part of the plan for the Cowboys. Whoever plays there. Y'all can go get the worst player. Y'all have had Tim Tebow. He'd have been supposedly the nicest player ever if he can't play for y'all.
The savior of the franchise.
Yep. That's just the way the Cowboys.
I've never understood it, King. Then you hear about these players to the point like what, like the way the Cowboys franchise also ran. I've been saying this for years too. Like, Jerry don't want nobody, bro, that's gonna come in here and be the leader of this franchise, bro. He wants somebody he can control. He want a puppet, right? Like, everybody and their mama knew Dave Campo win it.
Bro,
everybody and their mama knew it's over for Michael McCarthy. But you know what? I can control Michael McCarthy. Let me go ahead and give him an extra chance. But the one coach you couldn't control, guess what happened? He's out of there. And Bill Parcells.
About to say, in a broken clock, I feel like it's right twice, right? Stuff falls in Jerry Jones's lap and all that, man. Like Jimmy Johnson and all that, and then he can't control them, and it's over. You feel me? They have beef and all that. Like, Jerry Jones not a good owner, bro. It is what it is. Y'all may think that Cowboys fans.
Well, hold on. He's a good owner. He's not a good GM.
That's what I should say. Yes, I'm sorry. Might not be a good owner either. Nah, I mean, hearing the comments and all that type of stuff I be hearing.
I'm sorry.
I apologize. Yeah. He may not be a good owner either. I don't want to say that about owner. Owner's not a good word right now for Jerry Jones. And, product of his time, Mr. Product of his time. So, yeah.
Shout out to Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, shout out to Stephen A. Smith. But yeah. So I don't think. Yeah, I'm not a Jerry Jones fan at all.
I'm not either.
I'm not an NFL fan, but yeah, I don't think that dude. That dude probably just need to get rid of our team if y'all want to have any type of chance of doing anything. And I don't think he's going to be the GM as long as he's the owner of the team.
I was going to say, I told my pops the other day because he was mad about, Jerry Jones. They didn't sign nobody's offseason, all that, blah, blah, blah. And I said, listen, man, he told me he ain't going to do nothing until Jerry leaves. He said, who think going to run a team after Jerry leaves?
Jerry family.
Thank you. It's a fan. They're They're the Lakers family of the buses of the NFL, bro. All it's gonna do, they're gonna pass it right down to the next person. Now, if you think you got some issues with Jerry, wait till y'all get Steven.
Yeah.
Steven out here penny pitching. So you really think it's gonna be better with Steven? Nah, bro. It's gonna be the same old, man.
Do you know how much of an entity the Cowboys is? Like, it's a business, bro. At the end of the day, the Cowboys is bigger than NFL now. You feel me? Like,
Bro,
it's
they're worth $10 billion, King,
Yeah,
which is
like-
confusing to me. I see the Cowboy fans mad. I see folks talking about they are mostly checked out. Then how in the hell are they still worth $10 billion?
they are the NFL team. If you don't know the NFL over the world, that you know them. You
Yep.
feel me? Like, you'd be like, oh, I don't know the NFL, whatever like that, but I know of the Cowboys, or like the MLB. I don't know of the MLB or whatever, but I know of the Yankees. You feel me? So that's your team, but man, I don't know, bro. Like I said, Cowboys, man. I don't get y'all, but y'all ride or die, man. Y'all definitely got a powerful kind of cult in a way. But it is what it is, man. Y'all, woo.
Believe in the Cowboys,
I don't
but
get it.
dog the Mavericks, bro.
Told you that I know what the Mavericks going to do. The Mavericks done made it to the conference finals at least 2 of the last 3 years. The Cowboys, has Dak Prescott, what does he want? 1 playoff game?
Yep.
How many years Tony Romo been gone for a while now? Ain't been the starter. So Dak.
Shoot, what? About
10 years?
8, almost 10 years. Yeah.
I'll be like 10 years, right? Dak. I think
How
when I
long?
was done, Dak
Have
has been in the league a couple years.
Yeah, I think it was a couple years.
I think he's been in there maybe 3 years, bro. So he got to be like 9, 10. Like he been there for a second, and it's like, man, y'all just keep. So y'all don't want what 2 playoff games in like the last 2 quarterbacks?
I guess so.
That's wild, man. That's wild, and they still get that.
Hey, go Cowboys, man. That's why I got my official Cowboy gear on today, man. You know what I'm saying? Go Cowboys.
I'd be really mad if the Knicks were like the number 1 talking option of the NBA. That's what it would be like if they were like the crown jewel of the NBA, and they just always were talked about, even over like the Celtics or the Lakers or something like that. That's what the Cowboys are like right now.
And it's not that they're talking about it because like, oh, they're just a good team, we're gonna bring them up. They're talking about it because they know they're gonna bring in ratings.
Yes. That's what I mean. Not even the Knicks, because they, like you said, they're good right now. Like, the Knicks should be talked about because the Knicks
the Knicks are actually good. Yeah.
But as far as like, I mean, like every year before, you know, when they were going through their struggles and all, just being ahead of the Lakers or the Celtics and all, just because of the Knicks, saying that. And Stephen A. Smith was kind of doing that for a second until he took a hiatus from the Knicks, and now he back with them again. But he was every year it was the Knicks are going to win and all that on First Take and all that. It was so I don't know, bro. I hate this. I hate media at times, bro. I really do.
Oh, I thought I was safe in the local media, bro, but it ain't no better, man.
It's not, because a lot of local folks are trying to go uphill. You feel me? Like everybody trying to get that next step. So you got to follow a certain status quo, and if you don't, then there are those people that watch them gates. Shout out guys, Davis and Reese.
Do you know the gate code?
I don't, man. I've been trying to get it for a while, but maybe.
You don't got the little bloop bloop, and then like open it. No,
hell no. I gotta put the numbers in, and it don't work when you type the numbers in. So the car's behind you beeping, and it's like,
you got to pick that phone up a call unless they can get you in.
The cars, they all looking at me like, come on, your number work. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. Hold on. The number ain't working. Press that pound sign. Is it pound or no pound? But yeah,
man. We can go ahead and get to the folks, man. See what they talking about, man. But before we do, man, let's show some love to, man, my favorite app of all time, King. Playback. Playback from way back. Listen, y'all. Go ahead, wherever you guys get your apps from, man. Download the Playback app. It is absolutely free. Go ahead and download it now, man. Join us over there at Playback at Glow Sun Productions. We will be getting ready to start the season up here, guys. It's literally right around the corner, man. We're at the end of September, and the first preseason game, I believe, is on October 7th. That's our anniversary. Shout out to my wife. So yeah, first preseason game. Huh?
Tony, I said, do you know what today is? No, Tony.
No, Tony. I was gonna say that, man. Take my stuff. But listen, man. Yeah, just follow us on Playback. As we stream all the Dallas Mavericks games, we will be streaming the preseason games, y'all.
Yep. And shout out to everybody that's been following me on We Talk Kayfabe as well, man. It's growing, and I appreciate it. Like, thank you. We trying to be a whole network over there, man. Shout out to Relle and his dreams, man. Trying to do this.
Did you you ain't got Reese on yet?
I'm like, what? Reese? Oh no, I done told Reese. I done hit Reese up. Reese said he was going to join on there. He putting Reese on blast, and he ain't been there yet. But if you see this, Reese, come on over there, Reese, so you can talk.
I thought Reese would have definitely joined that, man. He loved wrestling, man.
Yeah, so. TGK done been on. Shout out to my guy BA and Travis, my brother. They've been mostly hosting it with me, them two. Shout out to them. But yeah, like we had like over 10 people watching last time, and that was starting from the bottom. That's it's pretty cool.
It's going definitely the numbers going to increase, man. So
there's a lot of people to watch wrestling. Get your ASS over there and watch We Talk Kayfabe, y'all, on Glow Sun Production on Playback. Y'all.
I've been saying, I know there's a lot of y'all be watching it, man. Y'all going over there, man.
And get your VIP and watch the shows over there, man.
Man, I'm too good for wrestling. I think like doing this right here.
Yep, and be like, I'm gonna go watch wrestling tonight. Watch the highlights.
But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get to these folks. Listen, man, if you guys got any questions, any comments addressing me and King, we ask you guys hit us with that WTM in front of your question or your comment. We ask that you guys be respectful in the comment section. Of course, we take on all the super chats first. And King, we definitely got 2 super chats here, man. Check this out, man. Shout out to the MVP of the channel, Coy. He is a Glow Yard. He's a member of the channel. There you go. $4.99 don't know. He says, "Much love, guys. Always the Cowboys suck, but I'm a hater. Mavs definitely are Dallas teams. Context is king. I'm in Alabama." Oh yeah, he's in Alabama, ain't he?
Yep.
Man.
They are Dallas' team to me as well.
Corey, what the $4.99 don't know again? Says apparently the only thing stopping OKC from the finals is health. Kendrick Perkins. Can the season hurry up and shut these bleeps up? It's funny you said that, Corey, because I remember saying that on one of the shows. That if you look on the opposite end, the main reason why they were where they were, and like we said before, it's not like they were blowing everybody out of the water. They were like head and shoulders above everybody when they was number 1 in the West. You won on a technicality. 2, you were the most healthiest team in the West. So if you just signed a guy in Caruso who ain't the most healthiest player.
Not at all.
And if he's in your starting lineup and he's not there and you're already down a ball handler in Giddey, you're asking for Shea to play a different role this year than what he played last year. Yep. He played a little bit more free when you had Giddey controlling the offense. Now you're asking him to control the offense because Caruso's not a point guard. So this is going to be pretty interesting, man. Like I said, everybody's penciling them in. It's like a lot of, like I said before, a lot of the guys at ESPN don't have minds of their own because what Kendrick Perkins is saying and stuff about the OKC Thunder, we've been hearing this for the last month or so from everybody. So nobody has a original thought of their own about this team. They just regurgitate whatever somebody else says. So
also though, there's 2 teams Kendrick Perkins is known for, right? I mean, I know he played for more than 2, but there's 2 teams that really he played his, I guess, best basketball for. And that's Boston and OKC. So, what do you expect?
His best.
Yeah, that's why same thing. Quotes for the folks listening to audio. What up, Kareem? Glow Yard member. He says, "Sup, fam? Your biggest fan is here. Super excited for the Mavs to dominate this season and to watch it with y'all and the rest of the Glow Yard. Hashtag Late Casual.
Right.
What up, Latte? Glow Yard member as well. He says, sup. Excited for the Mavs season. Our big three, Luka, Kai, and Clay. We're going to win over 55 games at least. Also, Cowboys, haha. What a sorry franchise. Make a fake comeback, but 60 mil QB for you, Relle. And I'm going to continue. He said, sorry, Relle, I can't stop laughing what Jerry Jones said about the roster. But, man,
yeah.
Should watch his Ravens. Lamar is a beast, but somewhat choking at times. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was the hugest pause moment of all time, man.
Yeah, man.
I was like, yo, this dude wilding, man.
Wilding, man. I'm like, damn, he got them nothing. I'm gonna leave it alone. Gina Kim, she's a Glow Yard member as well. She says, hey fellas, what up, Gina Kim? Been a while. We just say Friday, Gina Kim. Media day is 6 days away.
I don't think she was here.
She wasn't. Okay, she might have been on vacation. I'm so excited for the new season. Seeing the guys motivated tells me they're ready to kick some butt, and I'm here for it. And go Eagles. Sound like Jalen Brunson. Shout out to Jalen Brunson and I'm having an open run. I was watching the open run with Kyrie and all that.
Oh yeah.
Luke, what up, Luke? He says, what up, Relle and King?
What up?
Ready for the new season. Who do you think will be the Mavs' most improved player this season? I got my answer. I'm gonna wait for you to let you go first.
Lively.
I'm gonna say PJ Washington.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna say PJ Washington falls into like a real place and like becomes whatever he is on our team.
I'm gonna say Dwight Powell.
Yeah, I mean that's what the media gonna tell you every year. Latte's I think I already said it, but he says Rangers aren't doing well this season. Cowboys are Cowboys. Dallas will be the only team in Dallas area with hype and excitement with Mavericks. Is what he's saying. I hope so. I see you, Neil, saying go Mavs. Also, Daniel Barry, our guy. Check out his highlights, the Glow Yard member.
Yeah, follow Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, y'all, on YouTube.
Yep. What up, Ray? He said, what's up? What up, Ray? Over there in the Philippines. Luke also says Dinwiddie is Zeke running it back. Hopefully a little better than Zeke. Hopefully.
Man, I hope. Jesus.
Eric says he has higher expectations for the Mavs over the perennial disappointment of the Cowboys. It makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I played that video at first, I was like, hold on, what? And then I had to listen to the rest of it. I said, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Makes sense.
Gina Kim also says, as someone who's outside looking in, Jerry needs to do what Cuban did and stop being the GM. Yeah, Jerry not going to do that.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, Gina. Like I said, Jerry that's a family-owned business with the Cowboys. Yeah. It wasn't a family-owned business with the Mavericks, so that's why it's different circumstances.
But Mark,
so once Mark steps down, he's out the way. Yeah. Jerry stepped down, he's just going to beat Steven. He's going to take over the team. So.
That's what I was going to say. Mark wasn't going to stop being the GM either. He had he sold the team. That's what happened. Like,
that's the only way.
It's certain folks, they just are who they are. Gina Kim also says, at first I thought Stephen A. Smith was about to say some BS, but I get what he's saying. Hold on, did I read the one before that, bro? Yeah, I did. Okay. She said, at first I thought Stephen A. Smith was about to say some BS, but I get what he's saying after explaining. It's better to have more expectation for the Mavs than the bum Cowgirls. Wow. I see Saint said, I'm going to read this. He ain't put a W10. He said the Steelers should be looked at how they looked at the Cowboys. No. No. That's not true though, bro. I watched Ben Roethlisberger win 2 championships and go to 3. And that was just the last regime. Ben was playing in the 2000s and all that. Nah. That's not the same thing.
No, he's saying that the way that they hype up the Cowboys, he's saying that the Steelers should get that.
Oh, the Steelers should be. I got you. I thought he meant as far as they trash. I got you. I'm sorry. Saint.
Which, Saints, funny you said that because I remember some years back people were saying that when the Steelers won their 6th Super Bowl. And it's like, why aren't the Steelers the America team and all that stuff? And
between them, they one of them, though. Between them, the Patriots had that argument for a second. And now it's like Kansas City run right now, right? So I don't know, bro. Like you think Kansas City never going to be as big as the Cowboys, and Kansas City gonna have a player more generational than any Cowboys player ever, probably. So
That's impossible, man.
no, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Play for the Cowboys. Sorry, Dak Prescott. The best ever.
60 million.
Yeah.
Dak made more than Luka, man. Let that sink in for a minute.
What up, TGK?
TGK.
Unofficial. Well, what is it? Now you say you taking unofficial off of it, TGK. You just the Mavs pregame show host, correct now? But TGK TV is a member. Definitely make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Y'all already know that, though.
Man, we've been saying unofficial, official for 10 years, man.
Yeah, he's just the official now. He's not the official Dallas Mavericks. He's just the official Mavs pregame show. Eric also says Jerry can't get out of his way or the way of his own ego. He needs to publicly apologize to Jimmy so the curse can be raised, I guess, or lift. He was worried about who was getting the publicity. Yes, for winning, he needs to fall back. And this dude, I don't know, how old is Jerry Jones now? He's got to be like
206, I think.
Yeah, he gotta be.
Matter of fact, have they added Jimmy yet to the crap? What is it called? The names is around the stadium. What the heck is it called?
To the Ring of Fame. Was it a
Ring of Honor? Ring of Honor.
Yeah. That's what it's called. Yeah.
I don't think because
didn't they quote unquote make up or something?
Supposedly he was supposed to get added to the Ring of Honor because folks kept asking Jerry, so when's it going to officially happen? And Jerry like, hey, it's going to happen. Don't worry about it. Blah blah blah. Like, bro. Okay. Eric said they aired them last year. Okay, I didn't. Well, you know what? You're right, Eric. I think my pops had called me and said he finally added Jimmy Johnson or whatever. So, man, good for Jimmy, man.
What's the day? Hold up. Gail says Luka is the king of Dallas, not trash. Awesome. I'm glad to hear people say that. That's good.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna get some Cowboy fans killing me in here. But...
That's probably gonna happen after the show.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I
spoke
too soon.
Yeah, you spoke too soon. That's gonna happen after the show. Eric says Dak chokes on big ones. Pause. Jerry is the Donald Trump blueprint. He is feeding Ish and they eating it up. I'm not taking it political, Eric. Don't. Eric,
and I don't know how they do it, man. Yeah, they fall for this dude been feeding the same BS for 30-some years, bro. It's just wild to me, man. Yeah, I don't know how they do it.
I mean, y'all Texas, man. Y'all Texas. All right. What up, Ali? He says Luka alongside his father all summer been training hard, just like he did in his younger days. He coming ready. Pause. Yeah. Yep. JB Fox exposed Jerry. Yeah, he did. He tried to end that live real quick. I was like, oh man, I wonder what he was thinking after that moment. Like, dang, what did he just say?
Jerry probably don't care.
No, Jerry didn't care. I'm talking about Jamie. What Jamie was thinking. Jerry just was running. This is normal. The way he was talking, you can tell this is how he talks.
You know, Jerry has done and said a lot of things,
but he's just a product of his time.
He says, I think you said Stephen A. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. You said Stephen A.
Sorry, the face of ESPN. Luke said his thoughts on Mavs fan jam.
Oh man, thank you, man. Listen, I didn't think they would do it, but they're gonna do it, y'all. October 6th, I think like 11:15 it's a Sunday. They will be doing the fan jam. I'm gonna try to make it to the fan jam. That's the weekend of our anniversary, so I'm gonna try to make that, man. See if I can sneak out the house. Say, hey, babe, what's that over there? And then run out the house.
As you said on the channel. Tyler, the Glow Yard member, says the Cowboys aren't in Dallas anyways. They left Dallas, so why support them?
Ooh, shots fired.
Hey, man, I ain't see you.
Hey, Tyler taking it. Tyler being technical. I like that, Tyler. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I see you, TGK, about Jay. Yeah, that was awesome, man. I didn't think they were going to do it, but they did it, man. That was awesome. Jet says, what up, Jet? I feel like it's been a second. Says, Cowboys, sorry, LOL. I'm a Cardinals fan, but I missed you guys, man. Been dealing with a whole lot of life. Can't wait to watch the Mavs with y'all this season, FFL. Yeah, Jet, man. Same thing, Jet. As I just said, we missed you, man. We hope everything is better over there, man. Life is life. Life be lifing.
Life do be lifing, man.
Yeah, man. It be lifing. No Diddy. Martin says, hello again, guys. What up, Martin? Missed you both. What up, Martin? We back.
Oh,
I
man.
had to take a sabbatical after the finals loss. That series sniped my wallet and my emotions. We'll be joining you again once the season starts.
Well, I guess we're going to be seeing you in about 2 weeks, Martin.
Yeah. Latte says, off topic a bit, but hope both your families doing well. Appreciate you, Latte. Same to you, Latte. Same to you.
Appreciate it. Here we go. Got Joe with the $4.99 donos, a Glow Yard member. He says Glow Yard needs a dictionary. Perennial disappointment means year after year.
Don't do the leap. Why are you being that way, Joe, man? Come on, Joe. You knew what he meant. That's why I read it the way it was. We ain't gonna talk about that. It's definitely pause worthy.
You see, I didn't read the rest.
Yeah, appreciate you, Joe. Joe calling y'all. Joe gonna be the I told you, the guy that's gonna come back and tell you what was wrong in the show. Like, oh, he said this. He said that.
What was that? Around the
PTI,
horn,
right? Is that around the horn or PTI?
Oh.
That's PTI, ain't it? Pardon the interruption.
Oh yeah.
When they
At
come
the
back
end of the show, yeah. Matter of fact, he's the one who now hosts Around the Horn. Yeah, He was the one who was doing the corrections or whatever.
Yep.
So yeah,
I think they should give him a bigger role. That dude to do Around the Horn.
I think he's satisfied. I think he's satisfied doing what he's doing, bro.
He probably
because you never seen him in anything else,
bro. The way the politics and all are, nobody probably want to touch his role and all. You feel me?
Yep. Just stay safe right there. Do your job.
You just
keep your head down. You just
Luke says you would think OKC will go 82-0 the way the media is talking, forgetting Mavs 1-6 with a busted Luka and SJ averaging 30. I can't wait for Luka to play the OKC. I feel like he remembers that Lou Dort nonsense they were talking to, and he's gonna be. Oh, I can't wait.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I feel like the media is setting OKC up the field. That's one thing. Second, you just heard somebody just say Luka's working out with his dad, and he's looking really good, and he's in shape and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. He's working hard this offseason, right? Mm-hmm. Think about this for a second, y'all. Y'all don't think Luka's hear all this OKC talk? Y'all don't think he heard his OKC talk right now? How great they're the best team ever assembled in the history of basketball? Y'all don't think he hears this? See, that's why as Mavs fans, you've seen us kind of going at these folks when they say this idiotic stuff we've been playing here on the show. But listen, like King said, we're going to sit back here. I can't wait till the season starts. I want y'all to remember this, okay? I want all of y'all, when it comes to these receipts, I want y'all to save these receipts because I'm guaranteeing you, I'm going to put my house on it. That we're gonna be talking about these receipts later on, y'all. I'm telling you, I got a whole lot of faith in this team, and I normally y'all know how I've been. If you one of day oneers, y'all know how I am. I'm one of them. No, with all of that, I'm usually the let me wait and see it guy.
Yep.
I'm telling y'all going into the season, it's a wrap.
He betting his house. Wow.
I'm betting mines on it, y'all. That's how confident I am in this team, y'all. That's how confident I am in this team. Like I said, you got Nico doing the stuff that we've been asking him to do. He finally got the reins of the team. He finally had the backing of the new ownership. He's making the smart, intelligent moves. You see what this team did last year, and you see that we got better over the offseason. Don't let none of these people tell you that we didn't get better, y'all, because these also were the same people. Matter of fact, King, you know what I did the other day, man? So when I was trying to look up some clips to help us on this topic, I seen videos, tons of videos of not just like national people, tons of other people on YouTube who have bigger followings than we do, talking about how the Mavericks might be the best team in the West or the best team in the NBA. So when I see all these videos, and as I'm scrolling down, I'm just sitting there like, I don't believe this. So ESPN is telling me that Oklahoma City is nobody scared, and Oklahoma City is the greatest team to ever be assembled in the history of sports. And like you said, we're starting to see more and more of the OKC glazing as time goes on, as we get close to media day, as we get close to the season start.
Hey, bro, I'm not in a way. I'm not mad about it. Like I told you, I'm not worried about the MVP and all no more. But if you're not on the top, on the pedestal, you still got somewhere to go. You feel me? So, hey, I mean, it is what it is. But I just wanted to throw in this point: wasn't Lou Dort on the team playing when Kyrie was out and Luka went on a 30-0 run?
Yep.
With the Mavs. Lou Dort was there, right?
And he nearly escaped.
Yeah. Lou Dort was part of that team, right? Where Luka was healthy that game and was doing that stuff, right? Okay,
yep.
Just remember. I can't wait for Luka to play Luke Dort in them next year, bro. Like when I'm talking about Luka embarrasses Luke Dort. That's the thing. That's why I hated that he was hurt last year because it was letting Luke do cheap shots at his leg and stuff like that, and it made it. Everybody kept trying to pretend, oh, Luke Dort plays some incredible defense against Luke. I'm like, no, come on, man. I don't watch all throughout the season. Luka has cooked Luke Dort. He was cooking him, and I can't wait for the season. He'll cook him again.
Bro, they want Luke Dort to be hit to be the Luka stopper so bad, bro.
It ain't happening. This is off topic. How did Giannis not make an all defensive team last year, bro? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I was gonna say, I don't know. Now you telling me Luka did what he did against Dort? Like you said, he wasn't even 100%. He was on one leg. What do you think an in shape, motivated Luka, slimmer version of Luka gonna do?
Drop about 40 a game against OKC this year.
Let's just start the season, bro. I'm ready. Start the season. Leave me alone. Start the season.
Johnny B's a Glow Yard member. He says, I can't wait till these dumb OKC fans and analysts get their hearts broken when their team get washed. That's what Johnny B, we're going to call you, like OKC temperature analyst or whatever like that, man. When you just let us know how how the fans feel right now. A second.
Just don't let Caruso or Hardenstein get hurt. That's all I got to say, bro.
Here we go, TGK. I'm sorry. The best damn Mavs pregame show host, TGK. There we go. Eric says they added him last year. Okay, that's what you read as far as the what's the name? Jimmy Johnson. I think that's what you were saying earlier.
Oh, okay, yeah. They added him. Okay, yeah. I remember they did.
Tyler's a Glow Yard member as well. He says, I think I said it earlier. He said, and the big media in Dallas wonders why Luka doesn't give them the time of day. To be honest, I respect him for that.
Tyler. It's funny you said that. Shout out to our boy Hendo. He brought that up on our show. And that's why he doesn't. And I don't blame Luka. This is the fakest media market of all time.
Let me ask you this. You know how they did Tony Romo at the end of his career when they made him an honorary Mav? You think they ever do that for a Maverick for the Cowboys?
Nah.
I say that because of this, and that's not to go against what Black's saying. He said Dirk is still the king of Dallas. Luka is the young prince. I agree with that, but from what I hear. But I'm just saying, when I thought about that Tony Romo thing, I'm like, would they have ever let Dirk not actually play in the game, but just be an honorary Cowboy for the day and sit on the bench and all that with the pads on before he won? No. I don't think they'd done that.
I think the Rangers would do that for him before the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yep, I believe that too. Gina Kim says, I think I saw an article where Tatum said Denver would have been a better opponent or close to that. I didn't read it, but if I'm the Mavs, I'm using that as feel. So many thought Denver was better. Yeah, he said that's when he thought. They asked him when he thought he was going to win the title. They had a chance. He said once Denver got eliminated, he thought they were the best team remaining. I'm not really mad at what Tatum said. He's the champion right now. It is what it is. He on the champion's roll. This is what you do when you win your champion, especially your first one. And I mean, you got to go back. Now the target's on your back. Your center's out for the beginning of the year. And we'll see. We got to go run it back. Nico, run it back.
Hey, just use all this as fuel.
Yeah. But I'm not mad at him for it, though. Like, he won it. It's done. He got it. He got something a lot of players don't have.
Hey, but then also remember, before all that, he said that he sees Dallas and Boston in the finals again.
This time, yes, which means this year now he doesn't think Denver is
exactly.
That's why I'm not.
He was just saying at that time he
thought last year that Denver.
But now he's like, yo, it's gonna be Dallas and Boston again. So that's why I'm not tripping about that, man.
Yeah, I think it was fine, Gina Kim. Gina Kim also says I'm definitely going to the fan jam. That's going to be so fun, fire. What's it like? Pause. It's my first time going. Right, that's to you.
It's just watching them scrimmage each other, Gina. That's all. You get a good look at the players that's going to be on the team and all that stuff, or I should say, the players who are going to play during preseason, because a lot of them players ain't going to be on the team. So,
and make sure you got your We Talk Mavs shirt on, bro, and don't have no jacket on, no hoodie or nothing.
Yes, sir. In 100-degree weather in Texas, I think I'll make that work.
I'm just making sure. Don't be having no hoodie or nothing on inside. I'm sorry, they might have the AC on. I know Queen loves it like that. Y'all don't be pumping the AC in the AC. Hold up, what for real?
Okay.
No,
I thought you were joking.
I don't remember. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it ain't cold like that in there, bro.
Dang, I don't be pumping the AAC, the AC and
It's
the AAC.
it's comfortable. It ain't like in an ice box in there.
Where my heart used to be. Gina Kim says, say we get to the finals again, we will. But the Celtics don't. Which other team in the East would be a fun, interesting matchup?
I got Mavs and Knicks. I've been saying that for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I don't even. I really just want the Celtics. If it's not the Celtics, like we gotta win. I don't even care. Like we gotta win. We get to the finals again this year. We gotta win it. We can't lose. We can't do that. That can't happen. So yeah. I don't even care who it is at this point, Gina Kim. Like anybody over there, it's a fun matchup. We just gotta win. Anybody. Boston, Philly, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, New York,
Atlanta.
Yeah. Jet says, are you and King Cowboys fans? King talks a lot of football for a guy who says he doesn't watch it. I told you, Jet, I watched it since 90, what? About 90, yeah, 1990 probably. To 2018, probably.
The only time I had watched it since the last 6 years.
Yeah, like the current players I know about, like because I see you still see stuff on like Pat Mahomes and stuff like that. Like they just part of pop culture now and all that. But like I don't know.
Yeah, they're just because we don't watch the actual game, Jet, don't mean that we don't know a lot about what's going on, man. So like I said, all that stuff is on everything pretty much.
You guys see Lamb? I don't even know who he looked like.
Like I said, the only reason why I know about the Cowboys because I'm in Dallas. They're on everything.
Micah Parsons supposed to be nice. I don't know much about him either.
They own everything.
I see that's on.
I knew Dak because I used to watch the Cowboys, so I knew Dak.
Yeah, Dak. Obviously, Dak came behind Tony Romo when y'all didn't want to stop playing Tony Romo. I remember that whole time or whatever, but I don't. Yeah, Jedi. This new stuff,
I can't tell you no stats and nobody's formation and who they're starting this and starting that is. I can't tell you none of that stuff. But
when I was watching, the Detroit Lions were trash. Now Detroit Lions relevant again, ain't they?
I think so.
So I'm saying, like, I
don't know.
Eric
you started digging deep in all that. I don't know.
Yeah, Eric says, "F all these cowgirl fans." Pause. The Mavs have owned the city since 2008. Gina Kim also says, "Oh, Luke could definitely hear the hate and talk that goes around. That man might not like talking to the media, but he hear everything that they say. He called out Tim McMahon for posting after the Suns games. Fact."
For those who always talk about like Luka don't like talking and being in the forefront and stuff like that, believe it or not, Jordan didn't either.
Yeah,
Jordan wasn't going out here seeking a microphone. If they came in his face and talked, he talked. But he wasn't. He really didn't like coming out there and talking to the media like that. But he did it because they had to or whatever.
Luka, I don't think Luka trusts anybody yet. I think that's, and I don't think he should. Like, you feel me? Like it probably hasn't been that person yet. You feel me? That's why he went.
Have you seen the local media?
That's what I'm saying. So, and that's part of my thing of the Cowboys. What I said earlier, where I'm like, what are you doing? You have a generational star there, but
Dirk got lucky because he had Mark Stein.
Luka like Luka's going to find his. I better get a brother or something in there, man, to be so that Luka can be.
Who is Luka's Mark Stein?
Get Hendo in there, man. Come on, Hendo.
Exactly. Who is Luka's Chris Haynes?
Man, get somebody, man. Luka got to get somebody.
Hey, give him Chris Broussard.
We need to go get we need to go get Greg. Get him credentials. Get over here.
Yeah, get over here, Greg.
Tyler also says it's almost as dumb as Gil's arena, saying if it was a 65 game rule, Joel Embiid would have won MVP, even playing the little amount of games he played. Nah, bro. Nah, Joel Embiid would have won MVP last year.
I don't watch that show, man.
Yeah, I don't watch it either. I stopped watching. I ain't gonna lie. Once you start getting to a point where you just, when I just see you want to, yeah, I just see him on my subscription now. When I had subscribed to him, and I got to a point of not like watching the video, so then I just went back and said, I subscribed.
Yeah, I didn't subscribe or anything. Like I said, I seen that one dumb video he had, and I'm like, yeah, no. When you start seeing one or two of them, maybe three in a row, And Gilbert Arenas always been one of those folks. He just like I don't know. He comes off like a smart guy, but he says a lot of stupid stuff. So it's just like I can't watch this, bro.
A lot
like,
of these guys are smart. They're playing the game, man. And it's kind of like a sellout game in a way. I don't want to call them sellouts, but it's a quote unquote sellout game because you know they're smarter than that. But
remember when I asked you, why does everybody go that route?
They trying to win Emmys and all. I done said it, bro. Win money, get money, and win Emmys.
There you go. So what did you just say? What was that S word you used?
What S word?
They sell out.
Oh, sell out. I did say that word. I want to stay away from that. Why you bring it back up, bro?
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, it is what it is, right?
It is.
Do anything for clout and money.
You do anything for clout, but that's what a lot of folks do, and it's like it takes the real out of it. It is what it is. It's like we should be going to you guys for opinions. Like Gilbert Arenas was nice. I'm not going to like. I'm over here in Baltimore. He's playing in DC. You feel me? Like he's hibachi. Gilbert Arenas was throwing up shots and game winners in front of people, face your favorite players' faces, and saying hibachi and all that back then when he was healthy. Now it's like, but you see his career though, the choices he made. Not saying that he didn't get caught up in situations where other people probably do the same thing, but bro, you got caught. Like you weren't the smartest dude. So it is what it is, man. It's Gilbert Arenas. That's what I feel.
You got clown takes, and then you be trying to criticize other folks like you had it all together when you played.
Hey, but he getting publicity. People like him. He entertaining. So all praise to him and for him doing.
Hey, it's
that.
kind of like what BJ was saying on the members only the other day when he's watching Keyshawn and them. You just watch him just see what idiotic thing they say.
Like it's like
that's it.
You love to hate them.
Yeah. Like you just listen to these people just to hear what idiotic thing they say. You're not listening to them because you want to hear what insightful thing they're about to say.
Bro, people hear LeBron James is part of Skip Bayless's career. If there's no LeBron James, there's no Skip Bayless. Nope. So like he's a part of him. Like, he owes part of his like worth to LeBron James. But his whole thing on LeBron is to hate on him. You feel me? But it is what it is. Like people that love Bron watch Skip Bayless too, just to hear the crazy stuff that Skip Bayless says about LeBron. Right. Gina Kim says, I saw an OKC fan on Twitter try to hate because someone compared Luka and SGA's regular season stats and tried to say do playoffs. And when they did, they complained again because Luka still had more stats. Yeah, they must have forgot the SGA first couple times in the playoffs. He wasn't even number one.
Man, you know what's funny? Some of these fans be killing me, man. Like you shut down your own argument on some time when you say some of this stuff. That's why I don't go on Twitter as much as I used to, bro. Cause there be a lot of stupid stuff going on. I be seeing folks go back and forth, and you going back forth with an idiot on there who's clearly trying to bait y'all in for engagement, bro. That's what you could tell. This man literally just beat this dude in the second round, and y'all still trying to convince me that Shai Gilgeous is better than Luka. This man has been, ever since he stepped out of his bed at the age of 15, has been an all-NBA player first team.
Yep.
This dude every year he's been an MVP candidate. Should have won 2 of them. We can argue that. Should have won 2 of them. The dude gets up out the bed and gives you 30.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we talking about here, bro?
Bro, Shai been here for the last 2 years. Luka been here. It's like Bane telling him he was born in darkness.
Exactly, bro. Like you had 2 good years. Luka stepped into the league doing this. Like, come on, man. What we doing?
Luke says Giddey is better than Caruso. That's a hot take. Hartenstein is a backup journeyman big who has never contributed to winning. Good luck, OKC. I can see what you kind of saying on Giddey being a better, maybe offensive player than Caruso. Maybe not shooting, but just overall what he can do. But Caruso, including his defense and intangibles and all, like I think Caruso is a better player than Giddey.
I think and Caruso can be more effective without the ball in his hands than Giddey.
And Caruso not played off the court in the playoffs. Caruso is a valuable piece to a team in the playoffs. That's what he's shown. But he is injury prone though.
Yep, and he's over 30.
Major injury prone. Gina Kim says they wanted to only compare this year and complain about them using Luka's playoff career stats, but they asked for his playoff stats. SGA got to catch up then. How are you going to compare Luka's playoff stats? Hold on. They said don't use the career, but then use this year. where Luka played two
Just
more
use just
rounds.
1 year. Don't ignore
But,
the whole entire. Like,
but
come
Luka
on, bro.
played. Then you can't say Luka played 2 more rounds than SGA this year. So does that not
Oh
mean
no,
anything?
they want you to count SGA stats when he played a Zionless Pelicans team. That's what they want you to do.
Got you. That's wild.
When they swept the Zionless Pelicans in the first round.
Yeah. And then only should have won against the Mavericks. Gina Kim says, I hope we sweep the Pacers this time. Rick should not know how to beat us anymore. Kid will be the better coach. That's one of the matchups I'm looking at this season, Gina Kim, like where it's like a undercover team that kind of owns us, where I'm like, I want to get over that hump. I don't like teams to own us. I hate that when Golden State owned us. I should say owned it.
He's owned it.
Yeah, but like I hate it when not OKC, when Golden State did that. So I'm hoping that Jason Kidd can get us over the hump as far as that.
Hey, luckily they in the East because
yes, we only play them twice.
We don't need another Golden State moment, bro. We're like, we should go to the playoffs. We got a chance to go to the finals. You play that one team in the playoffs, bro. Like, God dang it, man.
Also, I'm looking at bad teams too, just in general. Like, I'm hoping the Mavericks just destroy teams under 500. Like, rarely lose to a team under 500 this year.
I agree.
Gina Kim also says off topic, but do you guys keep up with the WNBA? What are your thoughts on Cheryl Swoops hating on Clark, even go as far as trying to diminish her own legacy so she doesn't have to give credit? I told y'all, this is us with old, it's players in the freaking in basketball, in the NBA or the WNBA. For some reason, the older guys hate on the younger folks. That's just the way it is. Shout out to Caitlin for winning the rookie unanimous, especially after Angel went down. It was a wrap. But shout out to what's the name, Asia, getting unanimous as well. Asia, beast, man. Caitlin the beast too, but Asia had a better year basically almost than the Joker had this year.
I knew you were gonna say it, bro.
Nah, she didn't have as many assists, obviously, but she had more points. I think she might have had almost as many rebounds, if not more. Like, she beast, and Asia's a monster.
Yeah, ain't she having like 2 blocks too a game?
Yeah, bro. She's the
blocking like, 2 blocks and a half or something.
She don't get the luckily Caitlin and Angel came because they give her more recognition now. But like, I wish she got the recognition she deserved. Like, Caitlin and Angel are nice. Asia is like it's like the levels. She's on another level, bro. Like, she's by herself. There's nobody like Asia Wilson in the WNBA. Nobody.
We talking about Luka?
Basically, like, and she's not even like Luka. Like, you know how like Luka got the Joker and they say that all that stuff. They try to put them on the same level, Giannis and them. What I'm telling you is Asia's on a level by herself, and she's looking down at everyone else. She's the most dominant woman basketball player in the world, and it's by far. Tyler says, just give We Talk Mavs and TGK credentials, then Luka will have his guys. I would love be one of Luka guys, though, Tyler. I got y'all. Gina says, y'all think Angel Reese on the same level as Clark, and I've been so surprised by Rashad McCants since last year, especially when he was the only one supporting Luka, making Gil look like a clown. I think they're 2 different games. I think Angel Reese incredible, too. Don't listen to all that. Never mind. I don't want to get into all that nonsense as far as the hating and all that. If Angel Reese, like, I'm gonna give you just one stat on Angel Reese to just shut up a bunch of nonsense people say. If Angel Reese if you take away her own offensive rebounds, she'll still be second in the league in rebounds. The rebounds she grabbed on herself, like from her own misses, she'll still be second in the league in rebounds. So. Yeah.
So it's kind of like everybody talking about, Luka shoot a ton of free throws, but if you take away his free throws, he'll still be number 1 in.
Yes. He gets a bunch of his own she gets a bunch of her own rebounds and she misses on purpose. But if you take away her rebounds of her own, she's still the second best rebounder in the league. Gina Kim says no teams will own us anymore. Next year we will be free. Freedom for the Mavericks. Gina Kim also confidence. I just don't get it, though. Even guys in the NBA praise Clark more than anyone else in the WNBA. And it's not just the old legends, it's the current players, too. Didn't he ask for more recognition? I thought it was just back and forth. Gina Kim said, I think Angel is a great player, but more of a role player. Clark is more of a star player. That's wild to say because Angel
was the best player on her team, and she had her team in the playoff contention until she got hurt. Why is she a role player? And never mind. Y'all following that Caitlin Clark. They like, what? Just because one is great don't mean the other ones. We gotta stop that. We
One guy's great. Nobody else in the league.
Yeah, we gotta stop that. Call an Angel a role player. Hell no, that's her rookie year too. That's the last one though.
All right, man. Listen, guys. It's gonna probably do it for us tonight. We definitely appreciate everybody rocking out with your boys, man, for another episode of We Talk Mavs. We'll be back here on Friday, man, for the members only. Y'all already know how we do. If you guys want to join us here on Fridays and become a member, all you got to simply do is hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button. If you're on an iPhone, you have to go through Safari, YouTube desktop version, find our channel and hit join that way. Or if not, everybody could just simply hit that join button. Join us here every Friday, man, as we have our members only Fridays. Also, too, guys, follow me on my other channel, Cause We Geek, where we talk about all things in the geek culture involving movie and television, man. Don't know what we're gonna talk about yet, but something will pop up this week. It's always something popping up, man, in movies and television. So we'll probably have a show probably Sunday evening. Not really sure yet. It'll be sometime this weekend, y'all. So just go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and you'll know when we're gonna drop our new video. Also, too, man, follow our guys if you want. Speaking of Cowboys, by the way, follow these guys here. Follow our guys, Jay and Will podcast, man, as they talk about all things football related. Matter of fact, didn't they have a show today?
No, it was a couple days ago, Sunday, one.
Well, they're supposed to have a show today. I guess they didn't. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know when their next show. I think Will said they were gonna do shows on every Tuesday and Sunday, man. Do a recap of the games on Monday after Monday, and then they of course do the preparing you for the games. Yeah. So I thought they was having one tonight. I guess they didn't have it. But yeah, just follow them on their channel. Y'all also hit that notification bell for them too, man. That way y'all know when they are for to drop their new video. To help to get their channel up, y'all. We definitely would appreciate that, man. Like I said, our more guys here on the Glow Sun Productions, man. Trying to drop some hits, man, when it comes to football, man. Very knowledgeable on football. So there you go. Kings, everything I'm forgetting?
Share, more share. There's a couple more. Let me get these in real quick. Gina Kim said, "No, I respect Reese, but Clark on another level." In my opinion, I can respect it. You know, Angel though from the hometown, so I'm gonna definitely call out all the BS when they talk BS about it though. But I don't have a problem with Caitlin Clark though. And Black says, "King, since we're in the season of horror, did you hear about the new Fred series? And if you did, is it legit?" No. Is it Fred like Freddy Krueger or what is it? Not Rice Said Fred. Drop. What is it?
Drop Dead Fred.
Fred, yeah. Is it what is? I don't know, Black. I've heard nothing about a Fred series. I want to go watch the Demi Moore movie. What's the name of the horror movie?
I know you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it either. I know you're talking about.
This will be a wild horror movie and a body horror movie. So,
man, you see that new Sinners preview trailer?
Who's in it? I mean, I probably did.
Ryan Coogler directing. It's Michael B. Jordan, and that's that. My wife all scared. Oh no,
I haven't. Oh man, so it is Freddy Krueger. The series about Freddy Krueger. That's what I'm saying.
DJ Quells is playing Freddy?
That's mad fan. I was thinking Rice Said Fred at first too. I'm like, I'm like wrong. That's the wrong Fred.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, bro, I don't think the last Freddy Krueger or Nightmare on Elm Street wasn't the worst movie. I think people just got like not attached to it because they made Freddy into a P word.
Oh,
it was like officially like, oh, he's, and it's like we can't like Freddy Krueger.
They tried to modernize it or whatever. Yeah, they did like, him, and it had Jason or whatever.
Yeah, and Jason and I like the Jason remake too. The Friday the 13th. I thought that was underrated, but yeah. Oh, so it's Rob Zombie.
Oh crap! No, I'll pass on Ron
It's
Zombie.
just gonna be a bunch of gore and horror and all of it. That's it, bro. Share, more share, guys. Appreciate everybody. A like is an equivalent of a share. We almost there, man. We almost 3K. We please trying to get the 3K before the season start. At least our season 4, the next Mavs season. Help us get there. Follow us on Playback. Everything else. Y'all know the lingo by now. And go Mavs, man. It's almost time. Next week, the show on Tuesday next week, we'll have media day information. We should be time by next week.
Yes, sir. So listen, man. With all that being said, guys, it is your boys Relle and King. When we talk Mavs, when we talk Dallas Mavs from a friend's perspective. We'll be back here on Friday for members only, y'all. Same Mav time, same Mav channel. Go Mavs.
Shout out to
do this.
Shout out to the Dream Warriors. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep doing it. I know you was watching me do my thing, and you was trying to make fun of me. I'm talking to Mad fan and all in the chat.
Yeah.
He talking about New Nightmare is the best Freddy movie. I'm like, I mess with New Nightmare, but New Nightmare is my second favorite after the Dream Warriors.
I'm not a Rob Zombie fan.
Nah.
And we out.
Peace.